Psalm 63. So a psalm of David when he was in the wilderness of Judah. So God, I don't know when this was written, but maybe he became a king and then he wrote about this. But this is actually saying when he was in the wilderness. So it's interesting because in verse 11, it's talking about the king, but the king will rejoice in God. And yesterday in that psalm, like he actually was referring to a king also. And I thought he was talking about his son Solomon. But it actually, like when I read this, it might have been that he was talking about himself. But when he was in the wilderness, he was not a king yet. So I'm not sure, like, this caption, it sounds like he wasn't a king yet in the wilderness, unless it's another wilderness, not when he was. But it does sound like it was when he was running away from Saul, because it says right here, there are those who seek his life to destroy it. So he probably was running away for his life, and but at that time he was already a king, or he was at a king at the time of writing it about something in the past. I'm not sure. I mean, those details are historical details that we don't have access to, or I don't have access to. Maybe I'll look it up in the study Bible. But so what happened is he wrote really beautifully in this psalm. He's like, God, I will be watching for you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh yearns for you. So no wonder why God said that David is a man after God's own heart. He remembers God before he goes to sleep. He meditates on God when, I guess, on the night watches. That means when he can't sleep, and he concludes that God have been his help, and he have been like hiding in the shadow of God's wing, and his soul clings to God. Like such powerful, intimate words, and then he says that he will bless God as long as he live. He will praise God. He will lift up his hands in praise to God's name. His soul is satisfied, even though he's running away, and people are fight, like, trying to get his life. He is satisfied, and his mouth offer praises. So this is the sacrifice of praise that God was referring to in the Bible. And so he knows that those people who seek his life will be destroyed, but he will rejoice in God. And anyone who basically is live a court, swears by him, means kind of like belongs to God, like our whose God is God, will boast, and the mouths of those who speak lies will be stopped. So he is sure of this, and I'm sure of that too.